Hi, this is Chris Davis of Slashgear, and I'm here at Samsung's booth at Ether 2015 with Alex from SmartThings. Now, Alex, it's big news for SmartThings at the show. You almost dominated Samsung's keynote yesterday with the version 2 of the SmartThings Hub. Tell us a bit about the latest platform and kind of where you've come.
Yeah, it's a full. We're really excited about it. It's been a heads down year since we joined with Samsung, and just happy to get it out the door. It's a full overhaul of the entire platform, so the entire consumer product lineup.
Yep.
And it was really, SmartThings has always been about two things: trying to make it really easy for everyday people to turn their home into a smart home, and then doing that as a totally open platform, which is a tough challenge to be easy and open.
Yes.
But I think we've this new launch sort of takes us a huge step forwards on both fronts. So we've got a full lineup, a new hub. So our second generation hub, which has got the ability to run apps offline. So if your internet connection goes away, it's got backup batteries, so it can run even if the power's out in your house. It's souped up, so it can support a video platform that we're launching. Of course, there's a video platform, which we think is pretty innovative. It's focused on consumer privacy while still giving the huge peace of mind that some people find from cameras. So can talk through that, but basically it doesn't stream to the cloud. It only streams to the hub, and then the hub can tell if something happens in your house that's really relevant, and actually send an event that includes, before the event occurred, a video clip up so that the user can see what happened, but all without violating privacy in a way that we think is weird. So brand new solution called Smart Home Monitor, sort of answering is everything okay at home, which is the top use case for consumers. That's where I started the company. It was like a flood in my house, and not knowing about it shocked me, and now sort of very quickly answering this basic question is sort of the top value of the IoT, I think, right now for consumers. And then a totally new mobile app, top to bottom. So it's a very comprehensive sort of overhaul of the platform. Of course, new physical products too. New partner program with over 200 participating devices. So yeah, just ramping up.
We really are. So. Yeah. SmartThings started from a Kickstarter campaign about 3 years ago, and you have a very vocal kind of backer base and now a very vocal user base. How much of the changes in the version 2 hub kind of have been brought about by the feedback from those users?
It's definitely, we've always gone back to our roots as an open platform, so the early adopters and getting their feedback and incorporating that into the platform. So it's a lot of that. It's also, there seems to be a real mass market need for these things too, so it's also based on feedback from the market, so we are expanding into lots of geographies and other things now too. So it's a balance of the two, but since the early days we had we've always been the most open platform, but it wasn't always the most easy. So we got a lot of feedback from enthusiasts in our backer base about how to make things simpler, and I can give you examples, like the existence of rooms in our interface is a really obvious thing now, but that was definitely based on direct consumer feedback. Another example would be the developer platform. On the other end of the spectrum, we've opened it up to GitHub, so developers now don't just have the ability now to impact their own submissions. They can actually open source and contribute directly to the core platform in a way. So on each front, we're trying to evolve to make it simpler for consumers, and then even more open on the developer front. So
Samsung's certainly pushing the Internet of Things at the moment. It was a big part of their keynote yesterday, and you're obviously a big Internet of Things company. Would you say that SmartThings is being positioned kind of as the center of that strategy for Samsung?
Yeah, I think in the consumer space, we're really the heart and engine that connects all these things together. So that's an incredibly exciting position to be in, because it's magical. You get to see all these unexpected uses that come out of the combination of all your things. So, there's more than 200 devices that are certified now in the platform. SmartThings and Samsung make a handful of those, maybe 10 of them, total. So it's still the vast majority is from the outside ecosystem, but we're able to dig deep into the frontiers and shape the direction of future devices as well, using the partnership with Samsung. So, they announced this sleep sensor as an example. This contactless ability to monitor your health. It's super cool. That's integrated with SmartThings, so that your house can actually know when you fall asleep for real now, right? Or when you're waking up in the night for real, and these other things. And those aren't possible without being able to press an R&D level with a company like Samsung.
Okay.
There's also making it accessible, to consumers. So we're using the distribution channels for Samsung to reach now. We'll be nationwide in the UK next week at last. And similarly, like physical retail in the US and so on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So the new app is pretty simply organized. It's I think much simpler to use. It starts with what we call the dashboard, and in this, the sort of showcase is this what we call smart home monitor. So this is very specifically answering the question, is everything okay at in my home? It's been a very popularly requested set of issues that people see. So security, smoke, leaks and floods, and you can add to your list of concerns whatever gives you peace of mind. And so within this, I can say disarm the system, and if I open my front door, nothing's going to happen. If I arm the system and do this, and we've had a few Wi-Fi issues here in the center, but you'll see I'll get a incident is occurring.
Right.
The light has turned red. It could inform my neighbors and so on. And so it's pretty cool. It creates basically a history of what's going wrong, and then it can escalate to friends and family and so on, and you can take actions. And this is where if I add in the video camera, it would actually generate a video clip of before the event occurred and so on as well, and I can show you that if you'd like. But so this basic idea of answering is everything okay at home, which we see everyone wanting to do. The next piece is very simple, a simplified view of your home itself, so organized into rooms and your things. So I can go in and there's better controls than ever before for just getting in and explicitly controlling your stuff with accessibility to all of the rich functionality that any device has through your home. Routines, which brings forward sort of the Jetsons magic for those that want to do it. So the ability to say good night to the house and have the lock and the lights turn off, but then wake up in the morning and have it turn them back on, unlock the lock adjust the thermostat and so on. And then likewise have that link to smart home monitors. So if I leave the house, it's going to know based on the geofence of this phone or a presence tag, it's going to arm the system and so on. So this sort of very fluid, you can explicitly trigger these routines, but it can also be taught to do them based on patterns in the house. So magical opportunities there, the notifications interface, which is simple, and then finally the marketplace, which shows the wide open platform. So those things, there's more than 200 devices that are now connected to the platform where consumers can dig into whatever their interests are. Let's say it's lighting, dig in and see, if I just look at light bulbs, these are all the participating partners in the certification program now. So basically we're getting to this point where in every area that a consumer would want to go further in, we've got the best choice of working devices just through the open partner network and so on. So that's the marketplace, and similarly I can get into smart apps and so on, but hopefully it's much simpler for the average person to use. Okay,
and so this is being pushed out to existing users with the version 1 hub as well. You don't need to upgrade to get the new app.
Correct, yeah. So yesterday we launched this. Every existing user with the V1, it all works. All the devices are forwards compatible as well. Okay. So if you decide to upgrade to a V2 hub, all your sensors and things can come forward with it. But yeah, you don't have to do anything. All the users get the benefit of this new app for free, and then if you want to take advantage of things like the offline functionality of the hub or the video platform, that's where you need the scaled up hub to do it. But trying to make it very simple for as many people to participate as possible.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.